Hi, Lindsay. Let me know when you get your audio controls.
Hello.
Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So it looks like this meeting might be a real short one. I was going through, and the only ticket that you have open is the one that you created earlier today for the promotion. And it looks like, you're just on that, like the basic Facebook plan. So I'm sure you and Ben are going through and getting graphics and stuff like that. Other than that, we have just like local listings nearby now and an SEO. So what I can do is just walk through your local listings and everything. And if you've got any questions about your AWR reporting or your SEO, we can go over that as well. And if you're nearby now, I'm actually going to ask that Kathy reaches out to you with just a quick documentation of what's going on in nearby now. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that yet, but I'm working on it. So next meeting, I will be able to go in there and show you your reports, real time.
Okay, well, I'm not too worried about nearby now. I play in that system all the time. I understand all the reports and stuff. So.
Okay, great. So do you have any questions over your SEO at all? Are you able to get into AWR and look at all that information?
I am when I get the one report. I think that I wasn't getting. Aren't I supposed to be getting like 2 reports a month?
So you get 1 report a month, but you should have a user account. So you'd be able to go in there and view your reports, whenever you please, and create different, different filters and things like that, and be able to search for certain phrases. And, really that's so that you can, kind of partner up with myself, really, or even Mandeep if you'd like. And, we can kind of come up with something that you think would work best for you. Like, for instance, that people
reports. I don't understand these reports as much.
Oh, I completely understand. They're actually kind of difficult to understand, which is the reason why we started creating a user accounts for everybody. Because when you actually get into AWR and you view like the reporting that's actually within the account, it's actually a lot easier. Let me see here. It looks like you've got 111 keywords. That's not bad at all. What we can do is come over here to rankings, keyword ranking, and kind of view this. So I'll explain to you what this looks like, and then I'm going to make sure that Mandeep sends you out your logins so you can come in here and do this yourself.
Okay. What system is that in now that I'd be going for those reports?
It's AWR Cloud. And in his email, he'll make sure to put in that URL. It's just awrcloud.com. And it's real easy. You just come up here to rankings. This is how I do it, at least. I mean, there's tons of reporting
sorry.
here, but
sorry to interrupt. I don't see your screen right now.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. There we go. Is that better?
I see your name and my name, and yep, it's coming up now. Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
All right.
So this is going to be AWR. and like I said, you just go up here to rankings and come down here to keyword ranking, and it'll pull up this list of your key phrases, and you can see, for instance, all of these are in position 1, which means position 1, page 1. And as you see, if we're going down further, maybe let's see if we've got anything past this. Okay, so we don't. So let's say this were to say 11. There's 10 positions on each page. Excuse me. There's 10 positions on each page. So let's say you were to see an 11 right here, then you would know that you're position 1 on page 2.
Okay.
So we tend to keep this just to page 1s. Otherwise, you would just be swimming in key phrases. And, obviously you're going to have key phrases where you rank for, even page 5 or 6 or 7. That's just kind of the nature of SEO. And it may be for something totally different. It could be for, you could put in there clean home, and that could just be somewhere in the content. Let's say you're talking about indoor air quality, or you can put clean air, something like that. And that may actually rank as a key phrase, but it's not necessarily one that we're seeing on, page 1 or page 2. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So, okay. Sure. Cool. Now I kind of try to explain the basics of it the best way I know how. But and it's, you could be ranking for just about anything. I mean, if you put the word vacuum in there, you could be ranking for vacuum, but you may be all the way on, page 14. And you would never see that. So anyways, so what we do is we just kind of try to go through there and look at the key phrases that we have inside of your website. And then we kind of, we'll do small alterations to that key phrase and see if you're ranking for that. And then of course we go in and we try to see if you're ranking, let's say, you've got Maple Plain and then, Wayzata. I'm not sure how to say that, but but we would go in there and we would check for all the cities that we have mentioned in that content piece and see if you're ranking for those. And if you are, then we add them in, and that's only if you're on page 1. We don't want to track any phrases that are not on page 1 as of yet. That's something like if you were to encompass like all of these phrases into an SEO plan, and then want to get more or something, then that's whenever we would consider going and trying to get phrases that are on page 2 and 3 and get those up on page 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So one thing when you're coming in here, you see how this has a number 4 next to it? That essentially means that you've got 4 separate pages that are ranking for this phrase. Okay. So you can come in here and you can see that, Garage Heater Services Maple Plain, Minnesota, Garage Heater Services Minnetonka, Minnesota, Commercial Services, and Garage Heater Luxury or Necessity. All of these are ranking for this phrase. Now we can come in here and view the SERP, the SERP, and you can see where you're ranking. So it looks like we're number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And then that's your Google business listing on the side. So that's Outlook, and also your BBB profile is pulling up. Let's see if anything else is. No, okay. So yeah, you're pretty much covering the results for page 1. So that's awesome. Okay. And then you can also see that your Better Business Bureau profiles over here too. So basically you've got 5 spots that are on page 1 of Google for this particular phrase. And then you can come back in. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nope, I just said okay.
And then we can come over here, and let's say you don't see a number. That means you've just got that one URL. So it looks like you actually have a really strong homepage if you're getting just heating in Maple Plain. That would mean that your homepage is actually very strong. And that's really good. That's what we go for, especially now that we're doing the mobile first agenda. That's basically the starter. You want your homepage to rank for as much as possible, and you want it to rank well. I mean, this is great. And I'm sure if we go through here, we're going to see more. That's your homepage. So here's another one, Central Air Conditioning Services. That's your homepage. You could probably come through here and find more. And, by all means, come in here and click around and see what you see, or see what you can find in here.
So those are the pages that people are going to, that they're finding and going to our website?
Yes, so those are going to be your interior pages, but this is specifically what someone would search in order for this page to pull up. So someone would search for heating, and if they have their location services on, which, you know, if they're searching, you know, heating near me or something like that, and they're in Maple Plain, then your homepage is going to show up first.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, and if you ever just want to check it out and make sure that this is, you know, that this is correct, you just come in here and click on the SERP, and it'll pull up that particular search on Google, and all it's doing is creating a Google search. It's the same thing as if I were to highlight this. Let's say I highlight this and click search Google. That's all it is. It's just a function where we can do that. So it makes it a little bit easier for you. There's also this right here. This is the change. So we can see that this page actually has moved up 3 positions. So that means that it was on position 5 on page 1. It's gone ahead and it's moved up to position 2. And so you're in position 1, 2, and 3 for central air conditioning services in Maple Plain.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, you know, and this is, and you're just going to see more and more, I guess you're going to see better results as time goes on with your SEO, because you know, essentially you've got to create a reputation. Basically, as Google, the way that Google sees it is the longer that you have a page that's you know, that's got the same metadata, that's you know, functioning well, it's actually going to help out the rest of the pages in the site, because you're going to become reputable in Google's eyes. Does that make sense? And so as we start, you know, adding in more pages, let's say we add in a new page of content, that new page of content is actually going to rank quicker because of these other pages that are ranking well.
Gotcha.
So this is very, very good. And, you know, by all means, come in here and take a look around. And of course, there's going to be phrases that we have not seen, you know, that may be ranking on page 1. You know, we may not always, you know, encompass all of those and put them in here. But we're always on the lookout trying to find new phrases that you're ranking well on, because it's just good to know those things, and it may help you track a little bit better, you know, what phrases are working. You know, so if you've got a phrase that's a long tail phrase, which is, you know, going to be something like air conditioning and heating service and repair in Maple Plain, no consumer is going to type that out. They're going to be typing out something like AC repair or air conditioning repair or heating repair or furnace repair. It's going to be small phrases like that. So, like, you would see something like this. You would see this, and I mean, really, it could be. I would say this is gonna be like someone who's more like middle-aged, someone who specifically knows that central air conditioning is separate from like ductless air conditioning. This is gonna be someone, which is why this is actually a really great phrase, because that's a great market to be in. And then you're going to see something like this, air conditioning services, and you're going to see this kind of encompasses an even larger age group. So whenever we look at this, we have to look at the marketing stats behind it. And that's part of the reason why we try to put in stuff like furnace, heating, heater. We try to get in like all those separate phrases so that we can target certain, I guess, different demographics, really. Especially because, like, for instance, let's say, you know, I'm not sure if y'all use specifically furnaces up there for the most part, but let's say someone moves from Texas and they're moving up to Minnesota and they're in your area. They look for you on Google. They're not going to search for furnace, because we don't say furnace. We say heater. And, you know, that I know that a lot of people actually, I know that a lot of HVAC contractors see that as wrong, because it's not a heater, it's a furnace. But that's just what we call it. And so you have to, if you want to get that total business demographic, you have to make sure that you are that you're catering to all audiences. So that's actually really great that you're going for. You've got heating, I know you've got heating again, heating. I saw furnace up here. You've got furnace installation, and that's awesome. I mean, we're definitely doing what we need to do. I want to try to get some more AC phrases in here. Okay, never mind. They're right there. AC maintenance, AC replacement. Oh, Awesome. That's perfect. Great. Okay. So it looks like your SEO is doing fantastic. Do you have any questions about that other than your user account info?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay. Let me make a note right now to get your user account info.
Okay. So, I mean, because I know when I do get the reports, there's a link, and then I can click on that, and then I'm in. And so I'm pretty sure I should be able to have my info.
Okay.
But go ahead and send it anyways.
Yeah, and just to make sure that you have it, and you know, and you know, if you ever end up needing it again, no worries. You can reach out to us. We're totally fine giving you those logins. And that's the same thing with Yext. I'll go ahead and move on over there. I don't want to, you know, take up any more of your time if you understand it all.
I do one question that, you know,
Yeah.
I went to a conference, so they talked about Google Analytics. And how can I see what pages people are going to?
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be inside of Google Analytics, and I can actually reach out to Mandeep and have him answer that question. Let me make a note of that too, and I'll see if I know that you guys should have access to Google Analytics, and that would give you a lot more information about which. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go play around and look in there too, but.
Yeah, I'll see if maybe he can kind of give you some instructions. Would that be better?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Instructions on GA. Okay. And then, you know, we can always set up a call with him. Maybe we can have him get on next month even, and kind of walk through it with you and give you a quick training. And that way you can be in there on your own too, and just be messing around with reports. And I know it's about to be your busy season, so you know I totally understand if you know you need to hang on till fall time when you're a little bit less busy. But you know we can get it set up to where you're excuse me, to where you're aware of how all of our tools work, and you know feel comfortable getting in there on your own.
Right. Sounds good.
Okay. So let's just go over your local listings now. And as you know, this is encompassing such a long period of time, which is really beautiful. I'm seeing that you know you're actually in a really great you're in a pretty varied market. So this is actually really, really good. And of course the 55 and up is the largest group, which is perfect. Okay, and then we can come over here. So these are your Google customer actions. So we can see that for the month of March, since April is not a complete month yet, we're not going to go over that. But it looks like for March, you had 41 website clicks, you had 20 phone calls, and 17 people asked for directions directly from your Google business listing. So that's pretty good. And then we had 33 website clicks, 12 phone calls, and 5 people asked for directions last year at this time. So we're definitely seeing an increase. But like I always say, I'd like to see it higher. And it looks like we're even increased from that year as well. I'm not sure why it went down a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It did go up from this.
Like normally right now it's warmer out, so we're like a month behind. So it's been cold, so like it's slower than, you know, it's been slow these last couple months.
Right. Okay. Well, and I know that you know whenever you're looking at it by that like the seasons, I guess, like I know it's going to go down a little bit. But what I'm really looking forward to is seeing how we're doing during the summertime. I would really like to see this number come up some, since your SEO is doing so well. I foresee a huge increase, especially like, you know, you've got solid key phrases. And with that being said, you should be receiving, you know, quite a few requests from your Google business listing. So I'm very interested to see how you do this year. And I did have a question. Do you remember if you guys were doing any sort of external marketing during October of 2015?
2015.
I know it's a long ways back, but I was just really interested because you guys got a ton of website clicks. And I think it'd be really interesting to see if maybe you guys are doing like a radio ad or something like that.
I don't know. I started in October of 2016, so I was not here.
Okay. Well, maybe if you want to ask around and because one of my sayings is if it works, then do more of it. So if we can kind of get an idea of what that is, I would love to hear what you guys are doing, and maybe we can talk about doing more of it.
Right.
If it was like a radio ad, or even I know a lot of people do commercials, things like that. I think that y'all did really fantastic during that 1 month, and I would love to know why or how, not why, but how.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and I'm looking into doing a radio commercials right now too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we've got quite a few people that do radio commercials. And what we can also do is even create a landing page for it, and that way you can actually physically track who is coming in from that radio ad, and you just get proper analytics behind it. It's so beneficial. That way you can know what works and what doesn't work, and we can consistently we can have landing pages for separate ads, things like that, or even even keep the same one and then pause the ad or whatever you want to do, like in between seasons, and then track it again as the busy season comes. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that.
Yeah, that's something I'd be interested in, and especially, like I'm going to be looking into that radio ad like this week. So
okay, I can send you out some information on landing pages. It's definitely beneficial. It's a little bit pricey, but it's worth it if you can keep it around. If you're gonna do it for just one season, I would be a little bit iffy on it. But if it's something that you're going to continuously do and want to track, and you can also use it for pay-per-click and stuff like that, that's something that doesn't really go away. So it's really beneficial to have it.
You should have a landing page right now. We're not using it.
You do have a landing page right now?
We did when, we just refreshed our website in November. So prior to our refresh, we had a landing page.
Let me check. Excuse me, my voice is going. I don't know what's going on. Well, it's allergy season here in Texas. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's here too.
Okay, I'll just get to it from there. Okay. No, it's Faceta. Here we go.
See, that's the background's like what our old website used to look like.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice looking page, though. That's actually really nice looking, though. Okay. I'd want to get this fixed right here. Even like make this larger. Even if we had this one little bit, we could throw your logo in there and then have this the same size as this.
Yeah. And, some of those are outdated.
Okay. Well, we could definitely use this page and then maybe do like a refresh on it. Kind of like, make it look like your current site, and get some new images in here.
Right.
Okay. Let me know if you want me to send you out. I can send you out some information on it, and if you're interested, I can put out a quote. I'm not totally sure how much that costs. I'm not really a salesperson. So, but I can definitely ask the sales team if they know anything about that, and if not, then I'll reach out to Jennifer.
Okay, yeah, because I would have assumed that should have been part of the refresh too.
No, this is actually separate. With a landing page, I know that everything's done completely separately. It's like having it's almost like having like a different website, but not. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we'll just breeze through this really quick. We're definitely seeing, as I said, a huge increase in organic SEO. These are your direct versus your discovery searches. So you're actually doing really good with direct searches too. So direct searches are going to be when someone's specifically searching for your business name or they're searching for your business address. So that means that you guys are doing something right. See that right there? That's a huge increase, especially from last year. And then your discovery searches are going to be whenever someone's specifically searching for, or when someone's searching for any key phrase. It can be AC repair in Maple Plain or furnace repair or whatever phrase, whatever phrase ties you in. And whenever they're pulling that in, whenever they're pulling that up, and you're pulling up on Google search, this is that number. So it looks like for March, you had 643 direct searches, and then you had 2,565 discovery searches. So that's not half bad. So it's very good.
Looks like it was a lot lower down last February and April.
Yeah, it looks like, and this could be for a lot of reasons. Did you have a refresh right around this time?
Yeah.
That's what it would have been. Whenever you do a refresh and, if we would have gone in and kind of fixed up some of the SEO, things like that, that's whenever you would see a decrease, unfortunately, and then it pops back up so much higher. So that would be the reason why. And then what you're going to see over time is even next year around this time, you're going to see it probably, if this keeps trending like this, you should see a pretty large increase, maybe all the way up to like 3.5 to 4.5 thousand. Over the winter is what I'm hoping for. And then what we're going for during summer would be a massive increase. So I want to see this just totally, I want to see this double this year is what I'm going for. So, and that's going to mean that I'm going to be begging you for pictures. And that means that I am going to, if you're going to be doing any sort of new graphics, things like that, I'm going to want to place those inside of here. And whenever I put them in here, they automatically populate over to your Google business listing. So that means that Google's being updated regularly each month. So that's going to be a huge factor in getting more Google business listing actions. So hopefully, we're gonna see massive increase. And now that we've kind of got this set up a little bit better, like we've got the products and services menu, which is going to be your backlinks. Well, I wouldn't say it's set up a little bit better. It's more that Yext keeps coming out with new functions. That's probably the proper wording for that. And whenever they came out with the products and services menu, a light went off in my head and I was like, ding, 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 we're doing backlinking. And we're just doing that for everybody, like we always say, we just want you to succeed. And that's actually been a huge benefit to those that have had like recent, actually, no, not even recent. It's just everybody who's doing any sort of on-page SEO. It has been amazing. And we're seeing like rankings go up higher and higher. And this is even for like a stagnant site. Like let's say your site had gone live like a year and a half ago and, you're on a steady increase, but nothing too crazy. If I were to put out a products and services menu, you see like a massive increase your next busy season. So it's actually really exciting. And, and I know that you're on a content plan. I believe it's a monthly content plan, correct?
Yeah.
That's perfect. So we're going to be adding in new products and services monthly. We can tie in, every page. And we want to be advertising that, even if it's, HVAC financing, something like that, because it may be what you need to get seen by, even if it's 2 or 3 people, but who's looking for financing? It's going to be installation and replacement. That's money,
That's one page I actually do want content on, is our finance page.
Well,
I'd like to read that.
Okay, yeah. I'll make a note of that. I need to figure out where your list of content is, but I'm going to reach out and make sure that we get that taken care of. I'm making a note of it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I would like that created as soon as possible. I know our finance page needs some help.
Absolutely. Now, are you okay with us placing the content on your current HVAC financing page? It's going to do so much better if we do that.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And that way we can use the content to help the financing page, and then use the financing page's reputation to help the content. And actually works beautifully whenever we do stuff like that. And you'll see, like, if you're on Nearby Now, we always recommend writing content specifically for the Nearby Now pages, because then we can focus on that specific city, and have awesome results for that city using that content. So okay, so next we can see the Google views on search and maps. So we're seeing a really large increase, which I like, but I want to see it up even higher than this, because you've got, let's see, for March we're seeing 363 views on maps, and 818 views on search. So that's pretty good. But another thing, whenever you see something like views on map, that's going to be like, it's not just like someone pulling up a map and like them driving past you. Someone's going to actually have to like pull up like HVAC contractors and then view you on the map. So that means that your Google business listing is doing its job, and it's pulling up in that like directory of listings. So very good. And then we want to see, more actions. Like, we want to see people actually asking for directions. But this is also another way for them to view you and view the information for your company. So we have to take both of these into consideration. Okay. And then this is the listings device usage. So, looks like you've got mostly desktop, and you've got, a good amount of mobile, but you're going to see that over time increase as people just become a little bit more mobile savvy and start using mobile devices to search for you. You're going to start seeing a lot more if someone's saying AC repair near me into their mobile device. You're going to see that number grow and grow. And mind you, this is also encompassing since 2015. So of course you're going to have more PC views. If we were to change the filter on this and make it to where it was just in the last year, I can pretty much guarantee that mobile searches would it'd be a lot larger.
Gotcha.
So, and then this is your listing searches. So this is anytime that someone's coming in here and searching within a listing site. So whether it be Yelp or Facebook or, to find local or Google Plus even, this is what that is. Whenever someone's pulling up a directory of listings and you're in that directory. And then this is listing profile view. So this is when someone is coming in here and either finding you organically on a search engine and clicking that listing, or they're clicking on your listing from that directory of listings that we talked about right here.
Okay.
So great job. We're doing good. And like I said, this is going to go up, especially as we're coming in here and adding in more images and things like that. So once again, images, definitely need them. And then I'll be coming in here and posting stuff from your Facebook as well. And don't worry if it's from last season or anything like that. It's going to be a huge gallery of images. So you know, you're going to have stuff that's specifically for heating during the summertime. Like, we're not going to take them out because it doesn't benefit us at all to take out images. Unless it's like a special, that, you know, is only running for like a month or two, and you know that you're not going to ever renew it again. Or you don't know if you're going to renew it again, then that's whenever you would want to request that it be taken out. Other than that, you can just let them be and let them work for you.
Okay.
Okay. And you can use something like this tool to kind of see when your busiest days might be. And this is about right. Monday and Tuesday. Excuse me. Monday and Tuesday are typically the busiest days in the HVAC world. People don't like to call on Saturday and Sundays, even if you're a 24-hour business, because they think, you know, emergency service expensive. So they'll wait till Monday and Tuesday to call, or, you know, if you're not open on the weekends, then of course you wouldn't be getting calls. And so, I mean, this is great. I'm actually pretty excited to see that it's relatively the same across the board. I mean, of course, you're going to have a little bit more on Monday and Tuesday, but y'all don't really have slow days. And that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing, this is kind of an overview of everything. You can see Facebook call to actions clicks 5. That's about normal. You don't really get a whole bunch of those. That's going to be this little, let me show you the button. Oh, there's Mandeep's daughter and his wife. Isn't she cute?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So it's going to be this button right here. So, you know, if you're on mobile, typically someone will, you know, if they feel like it, they'll click on this. Otherwise, in your post and stuff, there's going to be phone numbers in there, and stuff like that. So, you know, you're not going to get a ton of clicks off of here. So don't even worry about that. But it's so great that you get 5. That's not bad at all. Let's see over here. There we go. Customer actions. So this is going to be, okay, that's going to be your Google customer action. So that's 2,521 over time. I definitely want to see that number grow. That's one of the biggest numbers to grow.
That's the Facebook one, or what is that?
No, ma'am. This is going to be for Google. And really, it encompasses Yelp too. But, you know, we all kind of, you know, Yelp's important, I guess, because they're partnered with Siri, which is the Apple AI. But, you know, not too many users actually like go to Yelp and use it specifically because it's so difficult, and business owners hate it because they quarantine reviews. Or I'm sorry, they don't even quarantine. They completely disregard and put it into a little a folder where people, unless you're looking for it, you'd never see it.
Yep, I know that well.
Yeah. So yeah, and most people just. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said I do not promote Yelp at all. I do not like them.
Nobody likes Yelp. The only people that like Yelp is Yelp. So, you know, we don't even really try to mess with Yelp because it's just awful. Like I can't deal with it. I mean, I try to call these people and you know, work with them, and they just they don't tell you an algorithm. They don't help you understand why reviews are being kind of just disregarded and hidden. I mean, it's very strange. So I tend to stay away from Yelp as much as possible and focus on Google number 1, and then Facebook, and then you know, if I have to, then I'll you know, play friendly with Yelp. So featured message clicks, this is actually broken. So you're still getting featured message clicks, but Yext, for whatever reason, is having an issue tracking that number. And it's actually something that's really small. It's like, it'll be on some pages, like, call us today, and then it'll link over to a URL or something like that. So it's smaller. I usually say visit our website today, not call us today, or contact us today, and send them directly over to a contact page, something of that nature. They don't get clicked on very often, so I don't even really worry about that. And if you do happen to get a lead here and there from that, then fantastic. Google search views. This is what we were talking about up here. So this is anytime that someone has viewed you on Google. Let's see here, Google Maps, 6757. That's what we were talking about up there in that same graph as well. Bing search impressions, so that means that your Bing listing was viewed 388 times. So that's actually not bad for a Bing listing. Most people don't typically use Bing. So when you have a decent number like this, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Oh, wow. Okay. Facebook page impressions, 260,511. That's not bad at all. And that's going to be anytime that someone actually goes onto your page. Typically, and this has nothing to do with post reach or anything like, it does have to do with post reach, but it's not that same number. It's let's say someone were to see the post and then click on your logo and your name, in that post, and they were to actually go to your Facebook page. That's whenever this number would track that.
Okay.
Okay, network search. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, that's pretty high.
Yeah, it actually is. You don't usually see that sort of number. I know this is over, a few years, but that's still a really great number.
Okay, good.
Okay, network search impressions, 673. So that's going to be just all around, all around the rest of the listings. I'm pretty sure. I've actually not been able to get a solid answer on what network search impressions are, but you have 673 of them. I'm assuming that it's the rest of the listings. Yeah, so that's what that is. And then profile views are going to be people that are actually seeing your listings throughout. So that's going to be the same listing profile views. So pretty good all across the board. I'm pretty happy with all of those numbers. And I would like to see that Google search go up even further. That's going to be my main one, Google search and any sort of customer actions from Google.
Okay.
And then listings reach over time. So this is just going to give you all that information throughout a line graph. So, March you had 363 map views, 818 Google search views, 31 Bing searches, 31 search impressions, and 5,203 Facebook page impressions. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
That's not bad at all. Go Ben, right?
Yeah.
And this is your daily rolling average rate. So this is specifically a review. So if you see a 0, that means that you didn't get a review on that day. Where if you see a 5, you got a review on that day. And then you'll see, 3. If you see a 3.667, that means that you probably got a pretty good review and maybe a not so good review, and so on and so forth throughout this map. So and it looks like you guys are getting tons of reviews over here. So good job. Very good.
We were.
And then in total, we have 119 reviews with a 4.8 average rating. So fantastic. That's
the
great.
Reviews are from where? Because I know we have more than that.
Yeah, no, this is specifically from your listing sites. So that's going to be like your Google business listing, your Yelp page, Facebook page, all the 70 or so listings that we have for you. So if you're talking about stuff like Nearby Now, or if you're using an external review site or review requesting app or anything like that, it's not going to count in that. It's just for those listings that you have active within Yext.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions over this?
No.
Okay, I know it's a lot, but I like to go through it, and in our next meeting I can just touch over the more important things, like we can look at Google customer actions, we can look at the views on search and maps, things like that, we can even come in here. I mean, this is always going to say 100%, but we can, this sort of thing, we can look and see it, duplicate suppress, publisher suggestions, things like that. Maybe make this like a 5-minute follow-up on this next time, so you don't have to hear me explain it all again.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So I guess before we get off the call, is there anything else I can help with now? Did you have any questions over anything other than we got to get the user account inside of AWR, instructions on Google Analytics. Your next content piece is going to be HVAC financing. We're going to place it on the current HVAC financing page, and I'm going to get you information on the landing page.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
I do have some questions, maybe possible changes on our website.
Okay.
So could we go to our website for a second?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you for a website, if you want me to just create a ticket for it, or.
Okay, let me see. Do you know if you have admin hours?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, let me check really quick. If it's something small, I might be able to slip it by. Let's see here. No. Okay, we need to get you on some web admin hours. Okay, what is the change?
Well, so see these two sliders right here. I want this one to come up first, and that's the second slider.
You want this one to come up first?
Yes.
Okay, I have no idea how to do that. I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then the other on this slider right here, the AC equipment to the right. I maybe want to change out that picture with the Bryant products. I don't know how hard is it a big deal to change a footer and a header, and a header?
No, this is actually something totally different. It may actually be, let me see if okay. So this is going to be going into the back end and actually taking a developer to change that.
Okay.
Okay. So, and you're actually wanting to change it from Bryant?
No, so I love this page. I want this page coming up first, and this page I want coming up second. But the picture to the right there of the equipment, I want that to be Bryant equipment.
This right here.
Yes, I want that to say Bryant. I want it to be Bryant equipment instead of that picture.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a designer and a developer then. The slider needs to be Bryant equipment.
And I'm also confused about, right above that, you see where it says golden words from our customers, 1,001 reviews, rated 4.7. So where's that number coming from? Because that's not an accurate number, and it never changes.
Okay, this is going to be from your Nearby Now pages. So you're saying that this never changes?
Right. And it's not an accurate number. We have, I think most reviews we've ever gotten were like at 400. I mean, not even.
Okay. So button and header for Nearby Now. Not accurate. Info. Okay. Okie dokie. I can get that changed for you. And then you're also rated 4.9. So we definitely don't want to advertise that you're rated less than you are. And that one, this is not going to be charged for at all. That's That's something
Okay.
that we need to fix. I suggest buying one admin hour, and that's going to help you with your slider, and because it's going to have to be sent out to a designer to get that fixed. That's going to be actual like Photoshop design and stuff, and then and then I'm going to need a developer. And what do you think about the speed of this right now? It seems like it seems like it's flowing pretty quickly.
Yeah. Sometimes it like freezes up, and then it freezes up on this page, and I'd rather have. That's what I'm saying. I want this one to be the main one right here with the owners showing and the Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my. I really want to do that. Have this page come up first, the slider. But
Okay, that's not a problem.
If it's going to cost me money to change out that picture of the equipment, then I don't know, maybe I'm okay with leaving it. I would like it to be Bryant, but if it's a big deal and it's a lot of work.
I mean, yeah. Well, unfortunately, whenever we've got live sites and then we're having to go back in and do like a design element or something like that, we do have to charge for that. But it's
how about like what about just changing the slider? So just making changing that from 1 to 2.
No, I think we can get away with doing that for free. I'll make sure, because I don't want to charge you for something like that. I don't think that it would really take too long. And if I get word back from my developer, I'll try to reach out. I'll try to like do like 30 minutes rather than an hour, even like 15 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take. And if I have to, then I'll reach back out to you. But I don't think I'm going to have that issue. I really don't.
Okay.
That's such a from what I understand, it seems like it's a relatively small change, but yeah. So I'm not gonna try to charge you for that. But anytime that we're having to do like a design or something like that, or if there's like a major, like something that has to do with like major coding or a major template change or something like that,
Yeah.
That's whenever you're gonna start seeing those web admin hours. And it wouldn't be smart. It would be smart to get on a plan like that, or to even purchase a couple and just let them sit there. They roll over, so it's not like you got to use them right then and there. They roll over for the end of time. So it wouldn't be a bad idea, like maybe after this summer, when you guys have a little extra cash or something, to come in and do that. That way, if you ever get tight on cash during your slow season, you've got that and you're ready to go. If something, like let's say you want to put in something for winter time, like for furnace replacement or something like that, we could do that. And you don't have to worry about paying it at that point. You could already have that in there. So it's just a thought. Okay. So for now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I thought that was an option to be able to change it out during season.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
I said, yes, I thought that was like an option to be able to change out the sliders for different seasons.
Yeah, it is an option. What we do is we used to have you purchase sliders, and now what we do is we do admin hours instead.
Okay.
It's actually cheaper than what we used to charge for it, because we're able to do it more efficiently now with the new layout of our sites. It makes it to where we're not having to put in tons of code and slow down the site. Instead, we're going by the mobile first agenda, and it's making it to where we're able to do things more efficiently, and it's not slowing down your site, and it doesn't cost us as much to do it, so we're not going to charge y'all as much. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So
okay, so one more thing that I want to maybe question whether it can be done or not. If you go down to the footer,
let's do it. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So on our car there, we recently added the Bryant Factory Authorized Dealer logo on the front of it, like kind of like right in front of that flame. So our car has that logo on there right now. Is it, can we send you the logo and just get it added onto this, or is it
like I get it added onto it? So you mean like Photoshop it onto the car?
Yeah.
That's once again, that's going to be sending it over to design. What we could do is I'm trying to think what we could do. I mean, maybe we could throw up like the Bryant logo somewhere else. Would that
Yeah.
I don't want you to spend any money that you don't
It's
have
not
to.
you know, we're just up for an award, you know, for Dealer of the Year, and it's at the end of this month. So they've already been looking at our sites, and you know, I sent them pictures so they know that we have that on our vehicles, but it's just not on this picture. So you know, like I said,
So
they're
do
gonna be.
you have an image of the vehicle with that picture?
I do, but I don't know if it'll be as nice as this one, but I could try to send it.
Okay.
I do have a picture of the vehicle, and I could
I mean,
even
we
put a
can
different
always
one.
replace it, but doing something like this, I mean, it's not that we can't do this again. Just once again, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be an admin hour. And at that point, you might as well get the slider redesigned and do this too, all within the same hour.
Okay.
So
And what's an admin cost?
Sorry?
And what's an admin hour cost?
It's $75.
Oh, okay.
So it's nothing too crazy, but I try to shove as much into that hour as possible.
Okay. So we could do change out the picture at the top and then change this picture out along with updating the slider to.
Yeah, that would not be a problem at all.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to do that then. I could send you a picture. So it's not going to be like special coding to remove that picture right there and put a new one in?
For this one right here, well, okay, so I'm not totally sure what's going to have to happen for this one. I'm not familiar on how they did this, seeing as if you look at it, it's not exactly your average Photoshop file. So I'm wondering if maybe they had to use the same background or something. I don't know how they did that, but I know it's going to involve Photoshop. So I do want to make sure that we're, you know, that we're getting it, like, we want it to look kind of the same quality is really what I'm going with.
Right.
Because I love this. I think this is really cool. It's not really done too often, you know. I'd love to see the new vehicle looking like this. And you know, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. You could have it facing forward a little bit more. Like, let's say if you've got the logo on the front that you want to capture too, we can do that. So, you know, just send in a photo that you think would, you know, look good over here. And then we can have our designers come in here and Photoshop it and, you know, make it look just like how this one does. Like it's just sitting on the page. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead. Let me just create a ticket right now. And I'll actually, oh my goodness. I think someone's building something upstairs. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Let me send you out something right now.
And so you saw my ticket that I created right before the call.
I did, yeah.
So basically, I have already created the promotion, but I just need it linked to, you know, I have a button that says click here. I wanted to click and be able to link to the Bryant page. Is that?
Oh, yeah, we can definitely do that. Let me see. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I mean, I know that with our financing, you know, click here for the Wells Fargo, and then leads it to another site. So normally I can post my own promotions. I just don't know how to link it.
Okay, yeah, that's easy. I'll make sure that gets taken care of too. There won't. Yeah, that's actually pretty easy. I might actually be able to do that for you right now. And you said the image is already posted?
No, I sent it in the ticket though.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and I'll make sure that that's encompassed too in the admin hour. They're gonna look at me. They're gonna be like, "Really?" And I'm gonna be like, "Yes, sorry, you got to do it." They'll be fine. Like that's something they can totally do. Admin hour, countryside, 4/25/2018. Okay. Bear with me. I am not good at this.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not a salesperson. Okay. Web admin hour. No. I might have to ask for help with this. Is that? No, that's not right. Okay, I'll ask for help on this because I'm not totally sure what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, and let me make a ticket real quick. Put this over to web design countryside. I love that. We've got a duplicate. I've got a, oh my goodness. Okay, so number one is going to be the slider.
Yep. Homepage.
Please change the image on the okay, I'm going to try to take an image of it.
So this image I want to be number 1. And then this image I want to change.
So you want this image to be number 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Your screen was a little bit slower than mine, and I was like, wait, did I do it wrong?
Yeah. So the making content for life should be slider number 2, but it's currently number 1.
Okay. Is it making customers for life that we need to change? Yes. Okay. Please change the image on making customers for life slider to an image of Bryant equipment.
Yeah, so you could say, please change the equipment image. You know, we have to change the one on the left.
Okay. Do you have an image of Bryant equipment that you'd like to place in there?
Yeah, like if you go back to our page at the bottom, there's already a picture of it. We could probably just use that.
Okay.
See.
Right here?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and then number two, can you go ahead and send me over the image of the car?
Okay. So I mean, it's okay. I could actually use a truck instead, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let me go and see what one. See.
Okay, so we've got those two changes on the slider and the image of the truck. What else was there? So, button in the header. Oh, button the header. Button. Nearby now. Reviews button, and the header does not have. Okay, so real quick, if they're unable to make that number change as the reviews change, would you rather us just not include a number?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Don't have accurate information.
So should I send a couple of different vehicles and see which one they think would be the best to use?
Yeah, you can definitely do that. I'll just ask them to pick one that they think would work best in the site. And
Okay.
they're gonna know that better than I do, honestly. They're pretty good at what they do.
Oh, actually, I found a good one here, I think. Okay. Car side. Okay. I gotta just find out where it is now.
And until I get the admin hour, I guess paid for, or however I need to get this set out, I'm gonna have this just pending, and then we'll once we get that taken care of, then I can.
Can you just add it to bill, which is the end of the month now? We should be billed.
I don't know if we can do that. I can talk to Lorenzo.
Okay.
Let me see.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find this picture of where I found it here.
Okay, no worries. I'm gonna keep trying to find that web admin hour.
Okay. My internet so slow.
It's not right. Everybody is so loud today. I'm so sorry. I've got a zoo over here. I don't know if we're friends on Facebook, but if so, you're bombarded with pictures of animals every day.
Vehicles. All right. Vehicle 2. Are you?
Let me see if I can call someone real quick. I'll call one of the salespeople and see if they can help me out.
Okay.
Hey, I'm on with Lindsay with Countryside, and she's needing to get one website admin hour. Do you know how I can do that? Yeah, I'm only seeing the monthly plan, but I'm not seeing it. I just see the monthly plan. Uh-huh. I've been able to find it before. Step one. Countryside. Uh-huh. Oh, no. She's on a Ring Central meeting with me. I'm on my phone calling you. Lisa says hi.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, it's Lindsay. Yes, it is. She's saying hi. Okay.
Okay, I sent you that picture.
You sent me the picture? Okay, great. Let me go check that out real quick. Okay, perfect. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I love that picture.
Yeah, it's got our new logo on it. It also has the voted best heating and air.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the tires are a little dirty.
That's totally fine. It looks good. I'm putting it in right now, Lisa. Step one check. I just see the monthly. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Thank. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate you. Oh. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, I just love Lisa. She's so sweet. Okay. Sorry about that. I gotta multitask sometimes. Okay, wait. I don't know why I put an exclamation mark right there. No, I talk to Lisa sometimes and I just start typing in exclamation marks. Okay, wait.
Right. Right. Add to bill in May.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna add to May of 2018's billing, one-time charge only. This is only for 1 month. Okay. One-time admin hour. Okay. And that should work. And if they've got any, well, I'll make sure to go contact Lorenzo after this.
Did you add the picture of the car?
Let me see here. I need to get this over here. Come on, where is it? There we go. Okay, so that's in there. I didn't, okay, it is. And I also need to make sure if we cannot make it automatically update, please just take out the numbers. Okay.
Yeah, like you said, our rate was 4.9 and it said 4.7.
Yeah, exactly. And it'd be okay if it was the other way around, but but yeah, no, you definitely don't want to advertise that your star rating is lower than it really is.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and then the thing is adding the content to the finance page.
I'm going to do that on a separate ticket because that's going to be that regular monthly.
Okay.
So submit. Go over here and create another ticket for content for the account. Perfect. Subject, monthly content, and next piece. The next content piece.
In addition to what we're already getting. Because right now we're paying for 2 city pages a month in our content. This would just be an add-on to that.
Right. Yeah, we're not charging anything else. So we're gonna do like 1 city page and then and then the financing page. And the next month you'll have the 2 city pages again.
Okay.
Okay. Next content piece should be over. And be added to the financing page. There will only be 1 city page written for the next cycle.
So like right now, I have 2 cities per month and I out till like October here or something. So is that going to throw off, because then I have an even number of cities by throwing this added page in?
It's just going to be for one month. You're going to have 1 city page rather than 2.
Okay, that's fine.
So it won't affect anything at all.
So yeah, so that finance page has to be written. There's nothing written. They need to add it, obviously.
Right. And they'll be adding it into the to the financing page. So
yep.
Let me send this over to Joe.
So for that, how quickly can we get that one created?
That's going to be coming out with your regular monthly content. So I'm not sure when that gets posted. But whenever it does get posted, I'll make sure. Let me make sure that he knows to reach out to you.
Because normally it's the first weekend of the month that it's posted, and that's just right around the corner.
Then it may already be written for this next month, and if so, then we'll have to hang on till the month after that.
Actually, all my content is already written. I've already pre-approved it for like the, I had a whole year's worth.
Okay.
It's already written, and we're just waiting to post it.
Okay. Then in that case, it's just going to be as soon as he can write it out, and then if he can't get it out before this next billing cycle, however they do it in content, then it'll have to go on for the next month.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm fine with getting my regular 2 cities posted that they were planning on doing it, and then in addition adding the finance page, and I can pay for whatever that is too.
Okay. I mean, if you would prefer to get it out like as soon as possible, then that would be the quickest way to do it.
Yeah, I would, because I don't want,
You'd rather have it ready for the summertime so that you can meet in those installations?
Well, I'd just rather have that finance page out as soon as possible. And I don't want to not post one of the cities because of it. So I'd rather do the 2 cities still plus.
Okay. Reach out to. So let me just delete this and just post it like this. and a reply. Okay, and let me go back over here and put this on here. Okay, okay, outline items, content. I think it's gonna be HVAC. It's like HVAC SEO. There we go. 100. Okay, awesome. Save that, and I'm gonna send you out a proposal. It'll be over in your email.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to remember how to do this. Send for sign. Template, master services. Okay. Email. Let me see here. What's that email for you?
Oh, mine is, sorry, it's Lindsay at countryside-solutions.com.
Okay, like that?
Yep.
Okay. Please note that the admin hour is one time only, not oops. Okay, next. And I'll make sure to, I need to make sure to get out the info on the landing page too. Okay, so I'm trying to cross things off my list as we're going. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, continue. Okay. And there you go. It's sent out. You should get that over in your email pretty shortly. And it'll automatically update me whenever you signed it, and I'll go through and make sure that I make all these tasks live so we can go ahead and get started on it and get it done as quickly as possible.
Awesome.
Okay. So do you have any other questions or anything I can help follow up on for anybody else?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay, great. Let's see. Do we have a recurring meeting, or let me see here.
Well, I guess you're my new account manager now. So I mean, it was Jamal, and I think. Yeah. I wanted to set up a new recurring one.
Okay. Then let's go ahead and we can set it up through Visita, and it makes it so much easier to be able to track these.
Okay. Like the best time of the day for me is like, 10 o'clock my time.
Okay. And what time zone are you in?
I'm in Central.
You're in Central? Okay, great. Me too. Here, I'm just going to send you over a request and a request to schedule, so you can come in here and, put whatever time works for you. And, we can do it like that. Like every time I just send you out a new request, and then you put something out like a month from then. Or if you've got a time that you just want to set aside, then we can do that too. We can make it recurring within Visita as well.
Schedule it. I would just rather schedule it, going forward a certain day, like on,
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. Okay, perfect. So you should be getting that out in your email. After you schedule something, I'll make sure to set it up as recurring. And if that ever needs to change, just give me a call, and I can switch it over. Or you should be able to go into your Visita account, or even go to your email and reschedule that appointment. So it makes it pretty easy. You can do it at a moment's notice if you like to. So. And as always, reach out to me if there's anything I can help with, or if you've got any questions. Do you have my direct line?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Is it
I'm sorry, one more time?
Is it in your email signature?
Yes, ma'am, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then I'm fine.
Okay, great. So, like I said, give me a call anytime, email me, put in help desk ticket. I'll be watching your account like a hawk, making sure that things get done on time and well. So you'll see me respond to a lot of stuff in there. So, okay.
Well, I think I'm going to skip May and go for June, like the beginning of June.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'm sending that now.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I will speak to you then, and have a great next month.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.